All right, everybody, warm welcome. Can I invite you to take a minute just to be with yourself? Feeling there's something special about this new moon. A lot of silence and a lot of deep energies are stirring, at least for me. And while we have a topic on EFT tapping, we'll get to that at some point. I want to start by just allowing whatever's coming through me naturally to express itself. It's like they're the pillar of healing light. They're the pillar of healing light. I'm getting invited to be as quiet as possible. I mean, I'm saying a little bit here and there, but actually what needs to happen is happening in a very silent way, in a very beautiful way. Some of you have been attending these sessions for quite a while. Some of you may be joining for the first time. But just trust something got you here. No need to overthink it. No need to over-evaluate it. Words are symbols. Words are symbols, and when strung together, create concepts. But what we're really thirsting for is not a concept. What we're really thirsting for is something really simple. It's unburdening ourselves. All these extra layers that we somehow took on, assuming that would fulfill us. But these layers at some level are choking us. These layers have become a barrier. So let today's new moon practice be one of letting all these layers fall away, revealing something really essential, really simple, really pure, really deep, really silent. And instead of instructing you how to get there, how about I just get there myself and invite you to join me? Please feel your entire spinal column from base to top of the head and also a little above your head. Spinal column is vertical, yet the energies are radiating horizontally, sideways, forwards and backwards. And they're very rich energies, very colorful, very rich, very dense, dense with beauty and dense with nourishment. Could it be that the entire structure of the cosmos, the entire structure of the universe, from elements to plant life to animal life, to human life and above human life, all the way to the life divine? Could it be that all of these layers are embedded right here in your spinal column? Would you be open to that possibility? For some of you, this is a time to receive in a very powerful way. So please receive without hesitation. For some of you, this is a time to radiate in a very powerful way. So please radiate without hesitation. For some of you, this is a time to simultaneously receive and radiate. Receive and radiate. And allow that pulsation to happen without hesitation. And for some of you, you're not quite sure what it is. Just be with us. Just enjoy this unfolding. Feel your entire spinal column from base of the spine, top of the head, and a little above the head. And see if you can feel right into the middle of your spinal column. There's a certain electricity there. Right into the middle of your entire spinal column. There's a constant flow of electricity there. If you touch it, you'll begin to feel blissful. Right in the middle of your spinal column. The middle of the middle. For some of you, different things will arise, and welcome it, because this is part of the process of cleansing and rebalancing and alignment. No need to hesitate. Bring it on. Bring it on. Good medicine. This is very good medicine. And for the rest of you, it's a line of electricity. Feel into it. It's like there is a healing nectar on this new moon that's flowing all around, inviting you to put down your burdens, put down everything you've been holding on to. Put down even your identity. I'm actually going to use a strong word. Allow all of these identities to be sacrificed. Allow the head to be chopped off, all these identities. Who are you without these burdens? Who are you without all these assumed identities? You can never lose what you are. You can only lose what you are not. सारे वेदों का मिश्रण यहाँ उपस्थित है. The distillation of all the Vedas is available right here. सारे उपनिषदों का सार यहाँ उपस्थित है. The summary of all the Upanishads is available here. इनको पढ़ते हैं सीखने के लिए नहीं, अपने आप को याद दिलाने के लिए. We don't read and study these things to learn. It's more like an affirmation, a remembrance, a recognition of what you've always known. Keep your attention on your entire spinal column. Some of you are here to receive. So go ahead and receive the pure energies, the nectar that's floating around in great abundance right now. Some of you are here to radiate. So go ahead and allow these vibrant energies to move through you. Some of you are here to both receive and radiate, like breathing in and out, and allow that to find its own pulsation, its own rhythm. And some of you are just here without quite knowing or necessarily understanding what's happening, but something keeps you here. You trust that as well. What's right in the middle of your spinal column? And in the middle of that, and in the middle of that, and in the middle of that. Middle of your spine, middle of your heart, middle of this moment, middle of the middle. And as I travel from density to density, layer by layer, you travel with me, we all travel together. Travel back to our own home. Feel yourself being transported. Notice how that feels. Om. 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 Adishakti, 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 Namo Namo. Sarvashakti, 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 Namo Namo. Pratam Bhagavati, Pratam Bhagavati, Pratam Bhagavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini, Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adishakti, 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 Namo Namo. Sarvashakti, 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 Namo Namo. Pratam Bhagavati, Pratam Bhagavati, Pratam Bhagavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini, Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. पितुमात सहायक स्वामी सखा तुम ही एक नाथ हमारे हो। जिनके कछु और आधार नहीं, उनके तुम ही रखवारे हो। पितुमात सहायक स्वामी सखा तुम ही एक नाथ हमारे। पितु मात सहायक स्वामी सखा तुम ही एक नाथ हमारे, जिनके कछु और आधार नहीं, उनके तुम ही रखवारे हो। पितु मात सहायक स्वामी सखा तुम ही एक नाथ हमारे। Yesterday, Patty chanted for us this Siddha Kunchika Stotram. You can hear this.
Siddha Kunchika Stotram Shiva Uvacha शृणु देवी प्रवक्ष्यामि कुञ्चिका स्तोत्रमुत्तमम् येन मन्त्रप्रभावेण चण्डीजापः शुभो भवेत् न कवचं मार्गलास्तोत्रम् कीलकं न रहस्यकं न सूक्तं न ध्यानं च न न्यासो न च वार्चनम् कुञ्चिका पाठमात्रेण दुर्गा पाठफलं लभेत् अतिगुह्यतरं देवी देवानामपि दुर्लभम् गोपनीयं प्रयत्नेन स्वयोनिरिव पार्वती मारणं मोहनं वश्यं स्तम्भनोच्चाटनादिकं पाठमात्रेण संसिद्ध्येत् कुञ्चिका स्तोत्रमुत्तमम् अथ मन्त्रः ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्छे ॐ ग्लौं हुं क्लीं जूं सः ज्वालय ज्वालय ज्वल ज्वल प्रज्वल प्रज्वल ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्चै ज्वल हं सं लं क्षं फट् स्वाहा इति मन्त्रः नमस्ते रुद्ररूपिण्यै नमस्ते मधुमर्दिनी नमः कैटभहारिण्यै नमस्ते महिषार्दिनी नमस्ते शुम्भहन्त्रै च निशुम्भासुरघातिनी जाग्रतं हि महादेवी जपं सिद्धिं कुरुष्व मे ऐंकारी सृष्टिरूपायै ह्रींकारी प्रतिपालिका क्लींकारी कामरूपिण्यै बीजरूपे नमोऽस्तु ते चामुण्डा चण्डघाती च यैकारी वरदायिनी विच्चे चाभयदा नित्यं नमस्ते मन्त्ररूपिणी धां धीं धूं धूर्जटेः पत्नी वां वीं वूं वागदीश्वरी क्रां क्रीं क्रूं कालिका देवी शां शीं शूं मे शुभं कुरु हुं हुं हुंकाररूपिण्यै जं 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 जम्भनादिनी भ्रां ब्रीं भ्रूं भैरवी भद्रे भवान्यै ते नमो नमः अं कं चं टं तं पं यं शं वीं दुं ऐं वीं हं क्षं धिजाग्रं त्रोटय त्रोटय दीप्तं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा पां पीं पूं पार्वती पूर्णा खां खीं खूं खेचरी तथा सां सीं सूं सप्तशती देव्या मन्त्रसिद्धिं कुरुष्व मे इदं तु कुञ्चिका स्तोत्रं मन्त्रजागर्ति हेतवे अभक्तेनैव दातव्यं गोपितं रक्ष पार्वती यस्तु कुञ्चिकया देवी हीनां सप्तशतीं पठेत् न तस्य जायते सिद्धिं ररण्ये रोदनं यथा इति रुद्रयामले गौरीतन्त्रे शिवपार्वती संवादे कुञ्चिका स्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम् ॐ तत्सत्।
दीपं ज्योति परब्रह्मं दीपं सर्वं तमोभगं दीपान्नै सत्यथे सर्वं नायरे दीपं नमस्तुते कालाय दीपं नमस्तुते ऊचिदीपं नमस्तुते सन्ध्यादीपं नमस्तुते निशिदीपं नमस्तुते अन्बुदीपं नमस्तुते अहिंसादीपं नमस्तुते आसनदीपं नमस्तुते प्राणदीपं नमस्तुते ध्यानदीपं नमस्तुते ज्ञानदीपं नमस्तुते मन्त्रदीपं नमस्तुते भक्तिदीपं नमस्तुते बाबाजी दीपं नमस्तुते अन्नाय दीपं नमस्तुते अम्मन्दीपं नमस्तुते योगदीपं नमस्तुते ॐ क्रिया बाबाजी नमः ॐ क्रिया बाबाजी नमः ॐ क्रिया बाबाजी नमः
So every single one of you, something wants to be born from you. It wants to come through you. Just like with human birth, there's a process of gestation. Takes about 9 months. Takes about 9 months for that nothing to become something. In the same way, something wants to be born through you, and it requires a period of gestation where from nothing, something will come. What's it like for each one of us to be impregnated with the seed of divine inspiration, the seed of universal inspiration? What's it like for that nothing to take shape within us and then come through us? Spirit depends on matter to express itself. Matter depends on spirit to animate itself. So something wants to be born through you. Even if you think you know what it is, be willing to be surprised. Know that this universe has a fondness for mystery. It has a great sense of humor. So don't be too sure that you know what it is. Can you allow this gestation to happen? Can you allow this period of carrying this energy within you? It may not always be pleasant, just like a pregnant woman. It's not always pleasant by any means. Sleeping may be difficult, walking may be difficult. Simple things may be difficult. And yet she bears it with a lot of love. So would you be willing to bear this divine seed of inspiration, universal seed of inspiration that has impregnated you, wants to come through you? The mistake we make is we look around and say, what have other people done? Oh, I should do that. I should start a business. I should live there. That seems to be a good way. That's like parents comparing their child to other children. At some level, that's not honoring the unique child that's coming through them. So while it's okay to be inspired by various people and to admire them and all, that's fine, but can you allow this something that wants to be born through us to be quite pure, not try to influence it too much? It's not a set time period like 9 months. It could take 9 years, it could take 9 minutes, take 9 seconds. It could be anything. I remember getting impregnated with this powerful idea, which came like a seed. And it took me the next 3 days to unpack it. Could barely sleep. Many years back. Just kept unpacking and unpacking and unpacking. And that's what led to the first time I taught. I call it a joy shop. Even that name came through. It was not my name, came through. So some of us are meant to give birth many, many, many times, get inspired and allow it to go through a period of gestation. And then we give birth. What does it mean to give birth? Give expression in some way. Give expression through thoughts, through intentions, through words, through actions, through collaborative creation. Not everything will turn out the way you expect, but that's all right. It's a process of being full and then emptying ourselves. We start empty, then we get full, then again we empty ourselves, again and again. There's no residue. There's no sense of, oh, look how great I am. Look what I achieved. Look how special I am. It's just coming through. Something wants to be born, and for some reason we volunteered by resonating and having enthusiasm for it. Two things, if you can just connect with directly, then nothing can stop you from being quenched. They're really simple, but they're so easily missed, so easily covered up. So two things. One is energy. Notice flow, notice change, notice vibration, notice pulsation, notice contraction, notice expansion, notice tightness, notice lightness, notice heaviness. Even notice obstruction and hardness and stagnancy. These are all features of energy. Everything you see, photons. Everything you hear, sound waves. Smell, and taste, and touch. It's all vibration, energy. Vibration at a biological level, at a chemical level, at a physics level, at a mathematics level. It's patterns and patterns vibrating. So notice energy. And notice the noticing, consciousness. Something is aware, something is aware. Something is aware. Aware of these words, aware of these feelings, aware of pleasant, unpleasant, wanting, not wanting, aware of this and that identity. Something is aware. I did not ask for this energy, it's just here. I did not ask for this awareness, it's just here. So the more we can directly experience pulsation, vibration, movement, energy, not so much with labels like the word energy, but just actually experience it. Thoughts are also energy. And the more clearly we can notice that there is noticing happening, there is awareness, there is consciousness. Consciousness of what? Consciousness of energy. So a very fundamental shift happens. Earlier, we were conditioned to believe that I am a body and I am a mind. I am a body of hands and legs and face and eyes and inner organs. And I am a mind of thoughts and memories and intentions and consciousness. That's what we were conditioned to see ourselves as. But little by little, this illusion starts to crack. And we start experiencing ourselves as the song of the universe, the ancient song of the universe. Experiencing ourselves as energy and consciousness. But you see, energy requires consciousness. Without consciousness, what energy is there? And without energy, then what are you conscious of? So even these two things, get really curious about the interface between energy and consciousness. So at what point does consciousness touch energy? Energy touch consciousness? What's the separating line between these two? And that's the moment when there's a complete collapse Energy is consciousness. Consciousness is energy. Love is silent, and silence is love. And Shiva is Shakti, and Shakti is Shiva. And even if you recognize that for the briefest of time, micro moment, that's a poisonous dart in the heart of ignorance. Now, ignorance has to dissipate. It has to fall away. It has no choice. The days are numbered. The phrase I came up with is, enjoy your ignorance. Enjoy the illusion while it lasts. Enjoy the illusion while it lasts. Its days are numbered now. And shedding, dropping, leaving, emptying, uncoiling, dissolving, unburdening, unraveling. More and more. Far more than you imagined was possible. And this is the path of Dharma, Dhamma Chakra. How auspicious. All this time there was Dukkha Chakra. The wheel of sorrow, the wheel of unhappiness, the wheel of suffering and resistance and comparison and judgment and expectation and tightness. And Dhamma Chakra. Lightness and clarity and openness and freedom and trust and surrender. Magic and synchronicity and alignment. And just in time. Everything happens just in time, in the nick of time. Far better than you could have ever orchestrated. You will curse me so strongly for giving you this poison pill. But the part of you that will curse me is the part of you that's been keeping you in bondage. So it's okay. And that very curse will reveal itself to be the biggest blessing, the nectar of immortality, the freedom that was always here. I'm going to leave a question for your subconscious mind. It's going to baffle your conscious mind, but it's going to keep your subconscious mind busy, probably for the rest of your life. The question is, assuming there is such a thing as life purpose, purpose of life, what you're here to do, meant to do. What is it like for you to fulfill your life purpose a millionfold, a billionfold, a trillionfold, a zillionfold? Assuming there is such a thing as life purpose, what is it like for you to not just fulfill your life purpose, but fulfill it a millionfold, a billionfold, a trillionfold, a zillionfold? For that, you have to be quite empty. And for that, you have to allow this birthing to happen again and again and again. You have to allow yourself to be impregnated again and again and again. You have to allow yourself to be moved by that and to let it move through you again and again and again. So that's the question for your subconscious mind. What would it take to fulfill your life purpose a millionfold, a billionfold, a trillionfold, a zillionfold? What would that be like? The answer requires your total presence as well as your total absence. Fully here, but not as your personality. Fully here as a vibrant vacancy, a responsive resonance. The eyes of eternity. The imprint of infinity. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. 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 Very auspicious, very auspicious. Auspicious in the beginning, auspicious in the middle, auspicious in the end. Very blessed, very protected, very safe. Favorite child of the universe. Most favorite, most ordinary, extraordinary. Can you bear the polarities? Can you bear the confusion? Can you bear it? Can you resist the urge for simple answers? Shortcuts. Enough of that fast food. Om Hanumate Namaha. 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 Invoking the blessings of Lord Hanuman, who jumped all the way across the ocean to fulfill his mission. You and I too will jump over this ocean of samsara. The same vigor, same confidence as Lord Hanuman. Om Hanumate Namaha. Om Hanumate Namaha. Om Hanumate Namaha. And merging with everythingness and nothingness, becoming sacred ash at the end, bhasma. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukameva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamratat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukameva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamratat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukameva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamratat. So for some reason, all of this wanted to come through me today. And even though we planned a session on tapping, that'll happen another time. Today's session just had to be the way it is. And yeah, let's see what is meant for you from all of this. And don't have to make a big effort to remember anything. It's part of you. And Shri Ganesha, Shri Hanuman, Lord Shiva, guiding you home, flawlessly guiding you home. No deviation, no interruption, no side paths, straight home. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Tathastu, tathastu. If you want to rub your palms, you can. Make a big Mayurma, good wishes, Deva. Mayurma. All right, everyone. Be well. Goodbye.